What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the North Shore 9 podcast presented by FanDuel. This is the NS9 postgame show powered by Permani Brothers. I'm Jim. With me is Neil. Neil, the Pirates drop a rough one today to the lowly Colorado Rockies. They lose 10-4. How are you doing tonight, Neil?
That was really fun until it wasn't.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, a lot of shenanigans that went our way, and a lot of shenanigans that didn't. It was a weird game, and I was doing a lot better an hour ago.
Yeah, I mean, the game started off great, right? I mean, like Mitch Keller threw 4 perfect innings, 12
Yep.
up, 12 down. While that was going on, the Pirates again, it was fun. Like this was a fun game to watch.
Yep.
In the second inning, let's kind of start from there. You get kind of you get a play that you've seen the Pirates botch a billion times, but this time it's the Rockies botching it. It's the Pirates having heads up base running. You know, they get runners on, they get the bases loaded. Henry Davis hits a hard ground ball to the third baseman, throw to the second, and instead of just like sliding into the base and taking the out, Brandon Lau runs full speed into second base, turns to run to third, and he actually beats the force at second. Because of that, the runner on third scores. And in the meantime, Nick Gonzalez gets held up, gets hung up in a rundown between third and home, and he scores on a fielder's interference by Jose Quintana. So all of a sudden it's 2-0 Pirates when you thought that the inning was going to be over 0, and you're like, okay, this is fun. What was said? This is something that the Pirates normally have happen to them. It was fun to watch them do it to another team.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that you had an unassisted left fielder double play, and it wasn't even the weirdest play of the game. um, it was really nice. Like, and it felt like you were in complete cruise control. Like when the Pirates built that 2-0, eventually 3-0 lead, like it really didn't feel like the Rockies were going to come close, right? It just seemed like it was going to be a really, really good day. And that was a fun inning. Like I
Yeah.
don't know, like I don't know, like a lot of the Rockies were not doing great defense. I think they also threw a ball in the center field on a stolen base attempt. Like it was
Yep.
really bad defense. And honestly, the Pirates probably should have scored more in that second inning. If any, I mean, it's retrospect, but at the time you're like, oh, you're up 2-0, it's fine. But like, yeah, you could have used some of those runs down the line.
Yeah. I mean, it was. You kind of look at this game, and we'll get into the fifth inning. We'll get into the bullpen, but the offense just didn't do enough, really. And I know they lost 10-4, and like the offense wasn't the reason why they lost this game. But they were kind of gifted those 2 runs in the second. They ended up going 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position today. Like they had opportunities to score more runs, especially early on in this game, and they
Yeah.
didn't. They kind of kept the Rockies in it. And that came back to bite him because the pitching was awful today. Mitch Keller, who has had an outstanding start to the season. I'm not really gonna like poo on Mitch Keller too much. He looked outstanding through 4 innings today, but then in that 5th inning, he couldn't finish his pitches. He couldn't get people out when it mattered. And yeah, you could say he was blooped to death. He was dinked to death. Like there were some balls that kind of just were well placed, but you can't let people hit the ball hard against you. You can't let people put the ball. Like sometimes you just got to finish off these hitters. He wasn't able to do it in that 5th inning. The Pirates were able to add on another run in the third with an RBI single by Brian Reynolds. But yeah, again, Mitch Keller, perfect through 4, gets into the 5th, single, 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 double, single, homer.
Yeah, I mean, Keller's been really good, but I do think this is an example of what happens when you don't strike out a lot of guys. When you look up and down this line, like this rotation with pretty much any of the other guys, like you have belief that they can go out there and get a strikeout when they need to, even Majinski in some cases. And Keller just hasn't been that guy. And so I just think tonight or nights for the things like that happen. Like he was cruising, and then but if you don't can't get swings and misses, I mean the Rockies aren't the worst offensive team in baseball. Like Mickey Moniak is a leads the NL and OPS, like and so he got rocked today, and it really just came down to one inning.
That was it.
It was just one inning.
That was it. It was a 6-run 5th inning.
Mhm.
The bullpen didn't do a great job either, which we'll get to. Shout out
Yeah.
Michael with the super chat here. Listen, we'll talk about the bullpen, but he does say, like, let's be real, bullpen is a raging dumpster fire. He also says Don Kelly sucks. Why using
Mm.
Brandan Bidois in a 2-run game than Lawrence? It's a joke. We'll get to that.
Mhm.
I you can't, at some point you're gonna have to get, like, your middle relief pitchers have to get people out. Like, you can't just use the same 3 pitchers all
Mhm.
the time, and especially when you're losing, because then whenever you need them to hold a lead, they're not available. So we'll get to that. I don't really have too much to say about Don Kelly in this game, and then whatever. If you want to get mad at me for me saying that, go ahead. But, like, what was Don Kelly supposed to bring in Gregory Soto in the 7th inning? Like, was he supposed to bring in Dennis Santana in the 7th inning? Like, no, like, you got, like, that's what the middle relief is there for. And the middle relief just has been awful lately. It's not Don Kelly's fault that Justin Lawrence can't get anybody out. Like, that's not his fault. So, oh,
I
we'll get
agree.
to that though. But yeah,
I've been banging that drum for a while. But I mean, yeah, it's not Don Kelly's fault that you know there's an obvious weakness on the team. Now,
that's it. Yep.
I don't, I
It's
don't,
that's
I
it.
don't think the middle relief is the reason we lost this game. But like, I might be problem number 3 on my list right now. I'd put the offense and Keller above them.
Yeah, I mean, the reason why they lost this game is because Mitch Keller gave up 6 runs in the 5th inning.
Yeah.
That's why they lost the game. If Mitch
Mhm.
Keller doesn't get, like, if Mitch Keller just gives up those 3 runs and he's able to get out of it without that Mickey Moniak 3-run homer, the Pirates have a shot in this one, right? Because then it's a different ball game. You're managing things a little bit differently. But that 3-run homer by Mickey Moniak to put the Rockies up 6-3 and to put a 6 spot up in the 5th, that was a killer. And then
Yeah. Yeah.
coming back after that inning, like, you hope, you're like, okay, well, we are facing the Rockies. This isn't that great of a team. 6-3 is a deficit, but it's not insurmountable. But the issue was, like, you answered that 6 spot with, like, a really quick 1, 2, 3 bottom of the 5th, and that
Mhm.
did no help either.
Rockies changed pitchers at the right time. I'll say that. Getting Quintana out of there after you got your 3-run lead. I mean, that was good. I mean, and you just so I don't get memed for this, you telling me how to pronounce his name because I'm forgetting off the top of my head. The Rockies guy.
Senzatella?
Senzatella, that's right. I was gonna say something different. Senzatella, like he's been money this year. Like he has been as good as like Gregory Soto has been for their bullpen. And I'm not surprised we didn't get a whole lot of like hits off of him, but you needed to. You needed to respond right away because by the time it was the 8th or ninth inning, it was just a little too late,
Mhm. Yeah,
especially
and
when
Sen
especially with Justin Lawrence.
and with Senzatella, I mean, I remember facing this guy when he was a starter, and he was one of the worst starting pitchers I've ever seen. But
He was the
but in
starting
terms
pitcher in that debacle in Coors, right? Like where we scored
yeah.
like 9 runs on them in the first or something
Oh,
like that.
he was a terrible starting pitcher.
Yeah.
Um But yeah, as a reliever this year, he's been pretty solid. And I think, I don't think he'd given up a run away from Coors Field until today. Ryan O'Hearn took him deep in the 6th. And that did cut the lead to 6-4. Like, that was, and that was kind of the chance. There was,
Mhm.
okay, you're within 2. If you can keep it at this and not let the Rockies score more runs, then you've got a chance to come back. And Evan Sisk did a great job out of the bullpen to do that. But again, offense answers that with another 1, 2, 3 inning in the 7th. And like I said, offense wasn't able to come back when they needed to. The pitching was just not there today. And yeah, it led to a blowout at the end of the day.
Yeah. And it's a shame just because I'm sure we'll talk about this more, but I don't know. Like, I have been trying to bang the drum that like it's really not time to panic, just because the Pirates have been playing 500 ball for a while.
Mm-hmm.
You know, coming into tonight, we were 7-3 in our last 10. So I say all of this, like the Pirates are mostly fine. That said, if there was ever a time to like start a big winning streak or like rattle off 5 straight games, this was the time to do it. I mean, Quintana's been pitching horribly. The Rockies are in a free fall. You're at home. Your offense is really, really good at home. It's one of the best in baseball. And this would have been the time to really just go on that 5-game winning streak, cut some ground on the Cardinals and the Brewers, and you just lay this egg. And it's again not time to panic, but it's disappointing because we haven't been able to do that. I don't think we've won more than 3 straight since like early April.
So they won 5 in a row there, like at the beginning of the year against Cincinnati and Baltimore. But yeah, since then, 3 wins in a row against the Reds is the best that they've been able to do.
Yeah. And I don't know, like again, it's not time to panic. Like if you keep winning 2 out of 3, you're going to be fine. But like these games do matter. And we are throwing away games that we really have no business losing. I know we lost by 6 tonight, but I'm going to count that tonight as one. You take a 3-0 lead and your pitcher is perfect through 4, you should not lose that game.
Especially considering the opponent. Like a 3-0 lead against the Rockies heading into the 5th inning.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got to win that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with you there. We're going to dive a little bit more into the bullpen specifically here because there are some conversations, I think, Neil, that need to be had about a few people here in this bullpen. But before we do, let's kick it over to Cody.
This episode is brought to you by IQ Bar, our exclusive snack hydration sponsor. IQ Bar protein bars, IQ Mix hydration mixes, and IQ Joe mushroom coffees are the delicious, low-sugar, brain and body fuel you need to win your day. The Ultimate Sampler Pack is a great way for you to try all IQ Bar products and flavors. You get 9 IQ bars, 8 IQ Mix sticks, and 4 IQ Joe sticks. All IQ Bar products are clean label certified and entirely free from gluten, dairy, soy, GMOs, and artificial ingredients. With over 20,000 5-star reviews and counting, more people than ever are fueling their lifestyles with IQ Bar's brain and body boosting bars, hydration mixes, and mushroom coffees. The Ultimate Sampler Pack includes all 3. My personal favorites so far have been the almond butter chip and the iced tea lemonade hydration mix. It's just really full of flavor. I love starting my day with it, and I couldn't imagine starting my day with anything else other than IQ Bar products. Right now, IQ Bar is offering our podcast listeners 20% off all IQ Bar products, including the Ultimate Sampler Pack, plus free shipping. To get your 20% off, text MLB to 64,000. That's MLB 64000. Message and data rates may apply. See terms for details.
All right, Neil. Let's talk about this bullpen. Evan Sisk comes in and kind of does what Evan Sisk has been doing ever since his recall. He gets 4 outs, doesn't allow any runs to score. The lefties in this bullpen are not a problem right now. Like all 3 of them, really. Sisk, Montgomery, who's been very sparingly used, which if we want to talk about bullpen usage, I'd be down for seeing Montgomery a little bit more than we have. He's only pitched twice this month. So there's Montgomery and then there's Soto. But Neil, the righties in this bullpen are a problem. Cam Sanders gets optioned yesterday. Brandan Bidois comes up and he makes his major league debut today. And with Bidois, just kind of some background there. If you don't know a whole lot about him, he was the Pirates minor league reliever of the year last year. He pitched something like 40 some innings in a row without giving up a hit between AA and AAA. The numbers at the end of the season were just ridiculous for him. Good stuff, high 90s fastball, really good slider. And you saw that slider right off the bat today, his first pitch, but then he comes right back to Moniak with that slider. And he throws it right down the middle, and Moniak crushes it for a double. And then right after that, a fastball right down the middle to Rumfield, and he hits it over the fence. So it was kind of a welcome to the bigs moment for Bidois. The stuff is good, but if you can't locate that stuff, it's not going to matter. He's had issues in AAA this year where he's walked batters, he's struggled with the command, he's been giving up hard contact, gets called up. He was around the strike zone today, but got rocked pretty good.
I mean, those are meatballs, and those pitches will grade out well on the metric sheets with like the stuff plus, but like you can't throw MLB hitters that kind of meatball. Like both that slider to Moniak and that fastball to Rumfield was just, it was begging to be hit out, and would have been a deserved river shot if it went over. It almost did. Yeah, it's kind of clear why his ERA in AAA was so bad, huh? Like his ERA, I think his ERA was still like north of 6 last I checked. It might have gone down beyond, like definitely never dipped below 5.
Yeah, it was still above 6, I believe.
Yeah, and so like I think he's going to be a good pitcher. I think has a spot in this bullpen this year, but he's got to figure this out because the season's been going on for a month and a half now, 2 months. Like he can't be a major league pitcher if he can't utilize his stuff. And if AAA guys are shelling him, MLB guys are going to eat him for lunch.
Yeah. And that's what you saw. Like, this isn't even a good MLB team, right? And
No.
he came in to face the Rockies, and Moniak ripped one off of him. Like I said, that ball from Rumfield, 415 feet to right field. I mean, he kind of got gifted with he was given an out with a sacrifice bunt, and then Henry Davis made an outstanding play to pick off Moniak from third. So he kind of got He was just handed 2 outs tonight, and still figure out a way to give up a run. I'm with you. Like, I still want to see more of him. I don't want to see him in high leverage situations right off the bat. Like, give him some middle relief situations here, low leverage situations, and see if he can figure it out, because up to this point we haven't found too many middle relief options that are doing anything for us. Wilbur Dotel looked really good in his his extended work that he had, but don't forget too, Wilbur Dotel's first pitch he threw, I think, was hit over the fence. So there is that. But Dotel looked good, and it was a shame that you had to kind of send him down because there was so much bullpen usage. You needed a fresh arm, and he had just thrown 60 some pitches, so they sent him down just because he would be sidelined for a few days. I do know Dotel is eligible to be called back up now, so not sure if that's something that is in play. But this bullpen needs some help, and they kind of need some help right now. And there's just not a lot of options for him because once Bidois gives up that run in the 8th, then you go to Justin Lawrence in the 9th, and you're essentially at this point, this kind of mop up relief, right? It's 7-4. You're down by 3 runs. Like, at this point, the game is pretty much over. But hey, Justin Lawrence, low leverage situation, just go out there and get some outs. And he just can't do it. And this isn't, he's been consistently unable to get outs at this point. This is, he's coming off 2 outings in a row where he failed to get 2 hitters out. Like, 2 games, and he's given up 5 hits and a walk and 4 runs. Today he gives up another 3 runs. He's given up 7 runs in his last 3 appearances. He's only been able to get 4 players out. He's getting shelled. He's not throwing his pitches anywhere near where he needs to. I don't know. Where are you at with Lawrence? I'm about ready to just say this experiment is over. I'm about there.
Yeah, I think part of it, I mean, because like you're wondering who replaces him, but I'm kind of with you that like it was really cool seeing like last year before like he had a season-ending injury. Like he really looked really promising. But no, I mean this team can't afford to let guys like him stick around, unfortunately. Like there's no like you don't have time to like let guys wait this out. This has been an extended run of play where he can't find the strike zone. And when he does, he gets hit really, really hard. Um, but I guess the question is like who to replace him. I imagine Dotel they want as a starter, ideally. And I imagine they're a little hesitant about bringing him up as a bullpen guy this early on in the season. Now, I would no, I'm an impatient fan, so I'm like, bring him up and do it anyway. Like you got to do what you got to do to win. But I imagine he's the guy who goes when Jones is called up. Like, and I don't think they're gonna do anything until then. Now, if you want to question Don Kelly, the only thing I would question him on is not going to Montgomery over Bidois. Like I feel like if he hasn't been pitching all that much, like you might as well go to your guy who's been getting outs. Like it was a 2-run game.
Yeah.
And that should be within reach. I understand going to the guy with like elite stuff. Like I'm not saying like I hate the move, but like that is where I'm kind of questioning. So I guess it's two things. It's time for Justin Lawrence to go. It probably doesn't happen until Jones is back, and probably go to your MLB ready guy with the 2-run game.
Yeah, I mean the Rockies. Just to kind of give you an idea here, the Rockies had an 86% win probability in the top of the 8th. So you've got to kind of weigh that. If you are going to second guess anything, I guess that's the one thing, right?
Yeah.
Go to Montgomery instead of Bidois. I don't think it. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered today, right? Like the offense still didn't come back there and score.
I mean, I'm just looking at it now. The offense only hit 188 today. I mean, against an abysmal Rockies pitching staff. Well, again, not blame. It's not Kelly's fault. Like, I think if you blame Kelly, like you're just. I don't think you watched the game, but like,
yeah,
it's just. It was an all around bad performance from everyone.
It was just it was a bad game. I mean, they only had 6 hits as a team for the entire game. Again, 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position. Justin Lawrence, not only could he not throw the ball where he wants to over the plate, but he can't throw the ball whenever he needs to throw it to a base. It led to 3 unearned runs, which, they were all on him, but they do technically count as unearned runs. Yeah, man, it was a bad game, and you were in a spot to win this one, like we said. Like you were coming off 12 up, 12 down into the 5th, up 3-0 against a bad team. You just had to finish this one out, and they didn't do it. So offensively, not a whole lot going on. I guess if there's one kind of bright spot there, it's that Ryan O'Hearn had been on a little bit of a rough streak there, especially for this this month. But he answers with 2 hits today, a double off a lefty, and the homer off Senzatella. So if they can get O'Hearn back going, that would be nice. Like the offense has been pretty consistently okay this month.
Yeah, it's been mediocre in the month of May.
Yeah, they've been enough to. I mean, they're winning more games than they're losing, right? So that's a positive.
Yeah.
But O'Hearn's been slumping this month, so it was nice to see him get going there, and hopefully that can translate to kind of the O'Hearn that we saw in April. Because I mean, he just lengthens the lineup if he's hitting well.
Yeah, and it's just a shame that he also had that kind of back-breaking double play where you really could have broken that game open early. But yeah, I agree. It's really nice, and I think he hit the only home run that Senzatella has given up all year so far. So off a guy who's really, really hot. I'm still encouraged by Konnor Griffin. Really nice double. There early on. Obviously, would have liked him to get on base more, but like I don't know. If he keeps giving me extra base hits, I'm a happy man.
Hustle double, like that was just what speed can do for you. It was a bloop. I mean, and most people that's a bloop single down the right field line, and he was able to turn that into a double. How about Konnor Griffin batting second against lefty too? What do we think about that?
I liked the lineup construction today. I think you got to start rewarding your players who are hitting well, and I don't think there's not many hotter players on the team than Konnor Griffin right now. And I like him at the top of the order, being able to get on base, use his speed, steal some bases, and then when you get to Reynolds, Ozuna, O'Hearn, Lau, well, supposedly Ozuna, you're able to knock him in with a single. So I liked it. I don't know. It's much better than seeing Jared Triolo bat leadoff.
Yeah. Triolo though had a bunt base hit today.
He did,
showing off the wheels, bunt base hit and a stolen base.
He also had a really nice play. It's such a shame. He had a really nice play that saved a run, and then Keller immediately gave up the 3-run homer. It was so because like I don't know if we want to talk about it, but like when Triolo got that out at home, really nice play. You feel like, all right, Keller's going to settle down and get out of this, and then immediately, I don't know if you felt that way. I did.
I was thinking, I was like, okay, he's going to get out of this with just. I was like, it's going to be 3-3. It's obviously not ideal, but like we can live with that. And the 3-run homer ended that.
Yeah, and Mickey Moniak ruined our hopes and dreams, but we can get after it tomorrow. Take 2 of 3. All is forgiven, kind of.
Mickey Moniak too. He's kind of what a weird career arc from that guy.
Yeah. He also like single-handedly defeated me a couple weeks back in fantasy, so I'm really not a big fan of this guy right now. But yeah, I mean, honestly, good for him. I like the Rockies. I can't help but like the Rockies, and so they deserve guys like Moniak. But man, I wish he saved it for another series.
He's got an OPS, Neil, over 1,000, and I know he's a Rocky, so like he plays half his games in Coors, but. I mean, he was a single shy of the cycle today. He's almost slugging 700. He's slugging 693.
5 RBIs
and you know what?
Today too.
You know what? He was available for anybody to take just last year, I believe, when the Pirates were trotting out Matt Gorski and Alexander Canario.
I hear
Jack
you,
Sawinski.
Do we have tape? Like, do we have anyone who said?
There's probably. I bet there's something somewhere that says that we should have picked up Mickey Moniak. I'm pretty sure I said that at some point in time last year.
If you can,
find it.
If you can bring it up, I will say good job, and you're in praise. I didn't hear anyone saying the Pirates should claim this guy.
I'm gonna find it somewhere.
Okay.
But no, I mean, yeah, he's had a weird career arc, but he's having a hell of a season. So, yeah, I guess good for him. Just sucks that he had to do all that against the Pirates today.
And now we got to go win against the Rockies' second best player tomorrow.
Yeah, Chase Dollander on the mound tomorrow versus Carmen Mlodzinski. Dollander's had a strong. I mean, he sucked last year in his rookie year, but this year he has looked. Pretty good. The Rockies have used an opener for him also a lot, so I'm not sure if we'll see that tomorrow. He's made 2 starts out of his 9 appearances, so we'll see how the Rockies attack that. But the Pirates are heavy favorites tomorrow with Mlodzinski on the mound. They're minus 166 on FanDuel. I said heavy favorites against Chase Dollander and the Rockies, but that's a day game. So 12:35 first pitch. We'll have a post-game show after that. Hopefully it's a series win. I mean, you don't want to lose a home series to the Rockies. I think that would be it's not necessarily like a disaster, right? Like the Dodgers just dropped 2 of 4 to the Rockies. Like it's not like the Dodgers season is over. It's not going to end the season. But
did you see the Dodgers got lost by 4 runs in 4 games in a row for the first time in like 90 years.
Yeah, they might be cooked.
Yeah, so we will be okay. And like, but we are going to have these conversations in like August and September where like, well, if we had just taken care of business back in April and May, we wouldn't be stressed about this.
Yeah. But win tomorrow, and you take 2 of 3, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I agree. I am 100% in agreement.
All right. That's all I got for you guys today. Like the video, subscribe to the page. If you're listening on the podcast, leave a review. Those help out a ton. Neil, got anything to add before we leave?
Now just go win.
Yeah, win tomorrow. All right, guys. Catch you later. All right, that wraps up this episode of North Shore 9. Thanks so much for tuning in, whether you're listening on the podcast or catching us on YouTube. If you enjoyed the show, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps us grow. And if you're listening on the podcast, a quick review goes a long way in helping others find the show. Plus, be sure to tell a friend about us. There's always room for more here in the NS9 community. And for those looking to support us a little more, consider joining our Patreon, become an MVP member, and get exclusive perks while helping us continue to bring you more of the Pirates content you love. Thanks again for all your support, and let's go Bucks.